Hi, good morning, everyone. It is indeed my pleasure to welcome all of you to the virtual launch ceremony of the first cohort of Equitech. We started our Equitech journey with the launch of the accelerator on 7th of August. In the last few months, we have received hundreds of applications from fintechs and edtechs. We are humbled and honored to receive such an overwhelming response from the industry. India is fast becoming the fintech hub of the world and is poised to realize a fintech sector valuation of more than $150 billion by 2025. Equitech is a collaborative platform for fintech startups to join hands with Equitas for co-creating meaningful and innovative financial solutions. It is an accelerator to help the participating fintechs by mentoring them on product creation, go-to-market strategy, investor pitch, as well as scaling up for business growth. The selected startups get a chance to co-brand their products along with Equitas for a joint go-to-market led by Equitas team. The core objective of Equitech is based on the 3I concept of ideate, innovate, and incubate startups to create value for consumers through innovations in banking products, technology, and customer experience. The two specific themes of the first cohort are financial inclusion and edutech. The selected startups get the support of all legal, compliance, regulatory, sales, marketing, and outreach related activities. They get access to the bank's API sandbox and also an opportunity for fundraising. Hundreds of startups have applied for Equitech. The applicant startups have gone through a rigorous selection process consisting of multiple rounds of pitches and presentations. And finally, 7 startups have made it through the final round. The founders of these selected startups are also with us here today, and we will invite them to make a 2-minute introductory pitch. We have kept the door of applications open for the fintechs and look forward to a couple of wildcard entries as well in the first cohort. Equitech has a 2-tiered mentorship structure consisting of the panel of mentors and the panel of experts. While the panel of mentors will guide strategically and give strategic direction to the startups, the panel of experts will support on a more continuous and operational level. So we welcome all the mentors, experts, as well as the Equitas Manco team to the virtual launch ceremony of the first cohort of Equitech. Now, let us have a look at a short video of Equitech journey so far.
Equitas is known for being very fair and very transparent. That's the name of the company itself. Equitas is a Latin word which means equitable, which means being fair and transparent. So every stakeholder that we deal with, we always ensure that from our side we are extremely fair and transparent. And we believe that that's important in the long run, in the long term of any organization. We believe that's very critical, because then we build lifelong partnerships, lifelong relationships with all our stakeholders, which will see through any kind of stress that we might see over a period of time. Coming down to this program, as I mentioned, we are very happy to be launching this, the first of its kind that we have done from the bank. And we do hope that we have many follow-up and follow-on kind of programs going forward.
You see, our core values, customer first is a very important value, and customer needs are evolving. So as an evolving bank, as a growing bank, we want to catch up that space and keeping the customer interest in, center of what we wanted to do. We want all people who can collaborate, co-create value to come in, so that it is not only value creation, it is a value creation for consumer. That is the first of the value which I want to touch upon.
Friends, this is an open forum for fintech startups to demonstrate their products, which can help ESFB on the tech platform, on the product offering, on the market reach, or for smooth partner collaborations.
Now, to mark the launch of the event, may I request Mr. Murli Vaidyanathan, Senior President and Country Head of Equitas Bank, to do the ribbon cutting and announce the launch of the cohort.
Reactions. Reactions. Yes. Give thumbs up. Thumbs up. Thumbs up.
Now, may I request Murli Vaidyanathan to please share a few words on the occasion?
Good morning, all. I think it's a very important landmark and momentous occasion for us as a bank for three reasons. One, we always do this beyond banking and circle of oneness initiative as a way of life. As an institution, if you look into it, I just want to take a few minutes into what we are, because it's very important for everyone to understand. We actually give back to society on a continuous basis, either from profits, uplifting those businessmen. I'm talking about real-time businessmen, who want to, come up in life by giving them skills, by giving them capital so that they get back into life and prosper. So we have our own microfinance, we have our own retail lab, we have our own commercial vehicle division, which does that. So which means for us, beyond banking and circle of oneness is and will be way of life, so that we contribute to society. Finally, we want to be an organization which enhances the social capital along with the financial capital, which anyway flows into the system. So that's one part of a real mission in which we have created. So it's absolutely imperative for all of us to be on the same page. So extending that as the era progresses, we want to get into the space and also get into the point where knowledge is also backed, encouraged, molded. So which means this is an era where we are living in every idea, every point of knowledge, every point of data can actually become a business model by itself. So we firmly believe getting into in a collaborative mode, which is a reality at this point of time. Collaboration and coalition in business is going to be more often seen and repeat itself than competing in like earlier times. So we want to create few solutions. We want to continuously have this engagement with multiple people at multiple point of time to get into the good idea, which can actually be a transformation agent for people across the spectrum. So it's not defined to one set of society, it's not defined to one set of demography or geography. So increasingly we want to get into account management, loan products, fintech for payments, transaction, any new idea that can get us financially inclusive, anything that get us into education space, financial literacy. So it's on. So it's going to be a long journey. I'm very happy to see the enthusiastic response. We being the front runner, and then getting into the aspect, and what Jasmine I hear is 7 people. We always believe power of 7 is the one kicker through which we actually move up the ladder. That's why we offer one of the best rates also in savings account with 7%. So I think converging there gives us a sense of relief that 7 stays in our life through first set of partnerships. So this is very, very key initiative for us. It's an experimenting phenomena, and more importantly, adventurous journey on either side. We might land up in definitely a debate. We will enter into those sort of situation where we actually arrive at a solution post debate in a situation where it needs to be A, scalable, B, acceptable, and 3, very importantly, go to market needs to be back time. Be rest assured, we from our bank, we are committed to align ourselves and commit senior management time towards this initiative. So I sincerely look forward to each one of you actually participating and keeping this belief that every idea, every implementable idea, and every improvising idea will be nurtured. And you need to have a basic faith in this program, because as Vasu said, fair and transparency is going to be the core thing. And through this, we want to actually reach and cut across to multiple society, because we believe in beyond banking as way of life. All our activities, all our divisions actually move in that direction. And let's create a circle of oneness among ourselves where we build enough trust, enough confidence, and enough knowledge sharing at either end, so that we can progress together. With this note, I sincerely wish all of you all the best. Let's make this program a great success. I hope this program runs for years and years and be one trendsetter where we have a library in coming years where we can refer back. So all the best to all the people who have worked very hard to it. Special thanks to Vaibhav and Jasmine for coming out with this idea, and to the IT team, marketing team, a lot of people from bank who has actually toiled out to get the back end ready. And my sincere thanks to all of them, and very importantly to all the participants who have made it larger than what it should be. So that shows the amount of human capital. I can say that knowledge capital, which is going to tomorrow's world create a social capital for all of us. With this note, all the best. Thank you all once again.
Thank you, Murli. And now for the lamp lighting ceremony, I will request Murli, Vaibhav, as well as Praveena Rai, COO and PCI, as well as Mr. G.V. Ravi Shankar, MD Sequoia Capital, to please raise their thumbs, and that will mark the launch of the lamp lighting ceremony. May I request Ma'am Praveena Rai to share a few words on this occasion, please?
Thank you, Jasmine. Hello, Murli and everybody here. It's really exciting to join the Equitech Forum. I'm looking forward to some exciting discussions, conversations, and being exposed to understanding, mentoring some very bright ideas and bright people. I think the stage has been set. Needless to say, the opportunities are immense. While digitization in the country has been moving at a rapid pace, the problems to be solved are enormous. So what's most important is if Equitech, along with the various innovative participants, are going to really solve specific problems. And if as a result of this, we have 2-3 really good outcomes for the country, then I think we'll be, we would have really done a very, very good job. It's very timely today. I think we saw the RBI announcement yesterday. They've opened up, quite a few arenas. We haven't in the past seen digital enablement initiatives be part of monetary policy announcements. So, I mean, it's like, it's no longer just about repo rates and, what's going to happen from the larger credit standpoint and so on and so forth, right? So clearly, technology, digitization, payments, these are now taking center stage and have been recognized as key ingredients to economic growth of the country. So it's really exciting, and I'm very excited to be here. I look forward to a lot of interesting conversations moving forward. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Praveena.
Can I request Mr. G.V. Ravishankar to share his thoughts and perspectives on this event, please?
Hello, everyone. First, thank you for having me. Really a pleasure to be a part of this event. I think more than ever, there's a need for banks and fintech startups to come together at this time, because a lot has been made to believe that there is disruption from fintechs towards banks and so on. But, truth be told, in our opinion, this is a far more, far larger opportunity to come together and grow the pie than thinking of this as, one is taking away from the other. And to us, we've always been propagating this notion that fintechs and banks should come together and work and leverage on each other's strengths. And it's not easy to build the franchises that folks like Equitas and others have built painstakingly over several years. And it's, it's kind of not fair to think some of this can be taken away so quickly. At the same time, there's a lot of innovation and energy and new technology that's coming up from the startup side, which banks also shouldn't underestimate. And so this kind of coming together really marks the right model of working for the industry, in my opinion. And I'm really, kind of glad to see Equitas taking the step, and hopefully a lot of these fintech companies that are going to work with Equitas as probably their first client, etc., would benefit a lot from learning how banking is done at scale. And so really looking forward to this exciting journey together. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. And now we move forward to the introductory pitches from the 7 selected startups. So let's get that started, Equitech team.
Sure. The first startup we have is Onsurety, requesting the founders to present their introductory pitch. Colleen, you can unmute yourself. Colleen, can you hear us? Hello? Jasmine, are you able to hear Mr. Kulling?
No, we are not able to hear. Maybe we can move to the next and then come back to them.
Okay. Okay. So moving on forward, we have YuvaPay. So requesting the founders of YuvaPay to be ready with their presentation for the introductory pitch. Prashant, you're able to share your screen now.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, very good afternoon, everyone. Myself Prashant. I'm the founder and CEO at YuvaPay. And we are based in Manipal. It's a coastal Karnataka. It's called as a cradle of Indian banking system, having the 5 core team members who are contributing for the technology and the business side. So YuvaPay is like we are majorly solving the problem like digitization and last mile financial inclusion for Solemn. Like currently, every the digital platform looking for internet. Without internet, nobody works. We are solving the major problem. Like even without internet, also people can have a seamless and frictionless transaction in the digital wallet and even the payment solution. Adding to that, we have developed this feature phone platform where people having the feature phone also they can transfer the money from each and other, just P2P and P2M transactions seamlessly. Adding to that, we're having a B2B platform where we are focusing on e-panchayat or smart-led villages, and where we enable last mile collection and payment solution even without internet, depending on the internet part. And with the expectation from the Equitech, currently we are looking for the mentoring support, especially like we are also focusing on the neo banking platform for the next billion users. So we are looking for the industry experts, the support in the, especially in the mentoring part, and also strategic partnership with the Equitas other B2B partners here, and also like on the networking building for the even for the future growth, and also community access from the like-minded founders and the investors, and to build our network here. Thank you very much. Any questions here?
All the best, Prashant.
Yeah, thank you.
So next we're inviting the founders of Enable Cap to do their short pitch. So Manshay, are you able to share your screen?
Yeah, no, I'm not able to share this. Just a second. Not sure. The option is not visible actually.
It's there after chat. Share screen.
Yes.
Actually, the option is not available on this.
Come on.
Could we go next?
Okay, yeah. So what we do is we will invite the founder of Simply to do their presentation next.
Hi everyone, let me just share my screen. Yes, so my name is Saustaf. I come with about 17 years of experience, ex-Citibank and HDFC. Also, this is my 4th venture. I've had 2 exits before. With me is Anil. He's a BTech from NIT Surathkul, ex-Myntra, Yahoo, and the first engineer of Curefit. We are a team of 65 people from BFSI backgrounds. The problem we are solving is that of financial inclusion and literacy, especially in vernacular, trying to enable savings directly from earnings and ensuring that people have access to money in less. Which offers a direct-to-consumer mobile app as well as an API stack, which is easily integrable to for enterprise clients. We offer a full stack experience to the user, covering aspects of micro savings, micro credit, and micro insurance. And what we're expecting from Equitech is, one, a collaborative approach towards building a digital bank, where we can pilot some of our services and solutions for Equitas customers. Since Equitech sits as a layer in between banking and fintechs, so guidance on partnering with the banking infra so that we can open up our architecture for many other banks to incorporate. And of course, rapid expansion through the banking networks. And I'm sure Equitas also has access to a lot of banking correspondent networks. So tapping those networks to enable our credit savings and insurance solutions. Thank you.
Thank you, Shaustav and the Simply team. Next, we have Bono Finance. And after Bono Finance, we have Fimong, Zebra, and then we will do the other two at the end. Yeah.
Hi, everyone. My name is Sandeep. I'm co-founder of Bono Finance. We are a credit-led neobank for the next billion users of India. A little bit, we are a Gurgaon-based startup. Saurav and I started this 2 years back. We have 10-12 years experience in the banking domain. Both have worked with banks like Citibank, Capital One, American Express. We've also worked with startups like PayU and Swiggy. We built, and while working there, we figured out that we need to do something about financial inclusion of delivery boys of Swiggy, which I saw as a problem firsthand. There's a huge market which is totally underserved. There are roughly 15 crore blue collar, gray collar population that is untapped. Our solution is basic, and on top of it, we have key emerging trends of gig economy and UPI growing very fast. Our proposition is a digital credit card which can work like a loan as well as a credit card for the customer. Our vision is basically, as UPI gets enabled on credit, we can allow scan and pay later transactions through UPI as well as allow customers to use loan products. What we seek from Equitas is basically a strategic partnerships. We want to do a lot of things for these customers. We want to do a lot of pilots for which we would require help around FLDG partnerships. We want to provide these customers a digital savings bank account, vis-a-vis also enable building liability franchise and helping build liability franchise for Equitas, and obviously fixed deposit as well, and maybe other products as we go forward. That's about us. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to present Guan.
All the best, Sandeep and team. Next, we're calling upon the founders of Fimong to present their introductory pitch. Vikram and Sharat.
Hi, good morning, everyone. This is Sharat and Vikram. We are co-founders of the company called Fimong. What we do is we solve a specific fee payments problem and collections problem in the education sector. So if it is a school or upskilling institute or college, currently the fees required to be paid in one big installment is a pain point. And at the same time, running these fee collection cycles for multiple terms is also a pain point for the institutes. So our solution to this is to convert any kind of education fees into easy EMIs, typically low or no cost EMIs, where the institutes offer to provide a subvention, because it helps them address this problem of cash flows, and also it attracts a lot of goodwill during the admissions when they are trying to convert the prospective students. So this is what Fimong is, and our core focus is Indian geography, and we target all the three sectors of education: K-12, higher education, and upskilling. So along with the conversion of fees into EMIs, we also plan to offer a study now, pay later digital credit card for the parents, so that it can be used across the board in multiple institutes throughout the education life cycle of their kids. So coming to the team, I am Sharath and Vikram. We both so I'm an ex ISB and Microsoft, and I have had a lot of experience in digital lending in the retail lending sector. And Vikram has served as a director in NBFC before. And so we both came together earlier this year. We started FeeMonk. We are a registered NBFC with RBI. And so with Equitech program, what we are looking for mainly two things. One is a fintech alliance for co-lending, because for the retail loans we are capable, but most of the times the institutes ask us for infrastructure loans and working capital loans, which are beyond our capacity. So we look for a fintech alliance with the bank so that we can originate and redirect these prospects. The second is we plan to launch a digital credit card only dedicated for education payments. And for this also, we are looking forward to collaborate with the bank and seek their support. Thank you.
Great. All the best, Vikram and Sharath. Next, we would like to call upon the founders of Zebra, Nimesh Shah. If you can.
Hey everyone, I'll just share my screen. Hi. So we started off Zebra. I think it's the product to cater to B2B MSMEs. So I come with a corporate background. My earlier first 8 years were in sales and marketing with Britannia and Marico. Ended up spending a lot of time in south and east part of India with that. And post that, started my first company, Winchimes Communications. And today we now work on Zebra, and I have a wonderful, crazy team that is doing some amazing work with me on Zebra and building this entire platform for B2B MSMEs. Our vision is essentially to improve the financial well-being, and we see that a lot of startups, a lot of small businesses are, doing very well in their domain area. But when it comes to understanding of finance and accounting and getting a clear idea about their business, it's not there. So that's the concern that we identified, while working with it, that there is a bit of lack of understanding on just pure play revenues to cash flow. And sometimes good revenues don't translate into better cash flow. So how do you make sure you pass the first 3 to 5 years and do well? And also offer a platform where you can get a real-time accurate view of your business. So what we've done with Zebra is we have integrated all the business financial modules that any company would need, from invoicing to expenses, payroll, inventory, bank, tax, accounting, all into one, right? So once you have all the modules into it, we then offer a business insight platform that gives a real-time view of where the company fares. You get an understanding of your cash flow, credit cycle, who are your profitable clients. What also it does is that you don't have to buy multiple softwares now, for accounting separately, for tax, for invoicing. You don't have to do all of that, no multiple logging ins into multiple software and then exporting into Excel. So we end up saving 60% of software cost simply by subscribing into Zebra. And third, what we have done as a differentiating thing is automated the entire system. So, now you can actually do the payable from Zebra itself. So you don't need to log into various banks and, make payments from there. Plus once you make an invoice, then automatically your bank statement, tax liability, P&L, balance sheet, all get updated automatically. So you don't need to know accounting or it, full time. So this becomes like our core differentiator, from what we offer from the others. Our expectations, from this is, of course, the mentoring that we would like to receive, especially as we now start our journey on scaling up. networking with the community, and of course, the resources that would be required as we scale, for this thing. So thank you so much for this opportunity.
Great. All the best, Nimesh and the Zebra team. Next, we will recheck with on-surety, calling upon their founders, Kulin and Yogesh. If you could present your introductory pitch.
Yes. Sorry for the earlier one. I think we've now logged in from another device. So thank you, everyone. Thank you, Equitas team, for getting us in the first cohort of Equitech. We are on Surety, India's first and only full stack SMB employee health benefits platform with a vision to create India's first social security platform for SMEs in the future. I have with me Yogesh, who's the founder and CEO, who has over 12 years of experience in the insurance space and also is one of the world's youngest qualified actuaries and chartered accountants. He has held multiple senior positions at a very young age at places like Universal, Sompo, and Shriram General Insurance, and has also been a part of many IRDA committees. Myself, Kulin, I have 14 years experience in the startup ecosystem. We have been a VC, did my own startup, which was acquired by FeeCharge, and then was working with another insurance, digital insurance company, and now with OnSurety. We are basically, catering to India's missing middle, which is about 655 million Indians who are associated with the 63 million SMBs in India who have only a 5% have healthcare coverage. And we are creating a tech-first platform for them. We have realized that the kind of product that these people require are products which are easy to use and seamless and technology enabled. And we are India's first one to kind of provide a monthly subscription healthcare membership, which is easy on the pocket and which includes both contractual and full-time employees under a single membership. Our full stack approach allows us to kind of, take this experience to the SMEs, 63 million SMEs of India, where the right from product design to pricing, distribution, wellness, even we are creating our own, tertiary care network and claims management system to basically have an end-to-end ownership of the SMEs and their employees and drive a great consumer experience. In our last, 12 months of launch, so we launched our product in July of 2020. Since then, we have had embedded our product in various partners. We also have partnered with folks like Jupiter for their, financial products. And we also work with leading SMBs and startups. In all of this, in less than 1 year, we work with about over 1,500 companies today in India. At Equitech, we are very excited to, again, bundle our products and, be a part of the embedded fintech journey, which India is on, and, provide various products to the SME customers of Equitas, and, bundle our things right from salary accounts to obviously in current accounts also. So that's from us at OnSurety.
Great. All the best, Kulin and Yogesh. We will do the final presentation, which is of Enable Cap, Vanshay and Nilke.
Hi guys, good afternoon.
We're not able to hear you.
Hi guys, Vanshay isn't given permission to share screen.
Yeah, so we're just making Vanshay the co-host. Yeah.
Hello, good afternoon everyone. Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Good afternoon everyone. My name is Vanshay and Nirpesh and I are the co-founders at Enable Cap. The idea behind Enable Cap was to enable you today for a better tomorrow. So EnableCap focuses on rapidly growing segments in the country where credit is not available or it's available in an unstructured and informal manner. We enable companies with three key ingredients as required to provide lending services to their clients. That is capital, the entire regulatory NBFC infrastructure, credit assessment APIs, and a loan management system. Nirpesh has significant experience in the fintech space and he holds a bachelor's degree from University of Warwick, followed by a master's degree from the London School of Economics. I come with 4+ years of experience with EY across the consulting and investment banking domains, as well as completing my executive MBA at ISB. So some of the problems that we realized are sourcing new to credit leads, limited data for effective credit assessment, high operational cost for traditional banks to offer unsecured loans that are typically lower than a lakh with a tenure lower than a year, and inefficient models that allow for 24 hours disbursal. The solutions that we designed were collaborating with platforms to build partnerships to bring new to credit customers under the formal financing bracket, while utilizing alternate data to assess these customers. Simultaneously building a digital and scalable infrastructure that allows us to minimize our costs as well as issue loans within 24 hours. Some of our applications have been in the field of education. We are working with education-focused ERP firms as well as institutes directly to offer a convenient monthly payment plan via zero-cost EMIs while charging a subvention to these institutes. For the gig workers in India, we have gone beyond traditional credit scores to assess individuals while partnering with companies to provide a whole set of services such as microloans, insurances, and savings. Soon we are venturing into the real estate space with a new product named Rent Secure. The idea behind this product is to increase trust by digitizing the rental process and making it more transparent. We would provide landlords with a tenant assessment report card, which has a proprietary Rent Secure score, which helps landlords to gauge tenants. The rental payments would be linked to the credit score, which would ensure and mitigate the risk of future rental income for these landlords, and simultaneously automating these rental collections. The expectation from Equitas and cohort would be to assist us in building network connections and strategic partnerships, to open up avenues for fundraising both on the debt and equity side, as well as hiring the right talent to build our tech capabilities. Thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone. I think those were very sharp, short, and crisp introductory pitches. And now may I request Vaibhav to make the closing remarks on the occasion today. Over to you, Vaibhav.
Thank you, Jasmine. Good afternoon to all of you. It's indeed a pleasure to see all of you on this platform. So special thanks to the entire team who has curated this program. So thank you, Pravina. I can see you there on the screen. Thank you, Ritesh. Thank you, Vinay. Thank you, G.V. Ravishankar. Thank you, Murli. Thanks all of you. So friends, they say that, ideas are easy, but implementation is hard. And that is what we actually want to solve here at Equitech. The core objective of creating Equitech Fintech Accelerator is to provide a platform to these startups who want to go ahead and implement a certain idea in a certain manner. And to help them do that, we have constituted a panel of mentors and a panel of experts. So these shortlisted 7 startups will work with the panel of experts very, very closely to address a problem statement that will be given to them. And then we have this panel of esteemed mentors who are going to judge that entire problem statement and the resultant output. And then, we will have properties within Equitech where we'll have an investor corner, we'll have a go-to-market plan corner, so on and so forth. While this is the first cohort of Equitech, and the objective over here being, to run this two tracks, financial inclusion and EdTech track. We hope that this is going to become an ongoing event, and we have so many startups who have applied for Equitech. There are hundreds of startups, and somewhere we want to make sure that we are able to work with majority of those startups even outside the cohort. Lastly, I think India as an ecosystem, the way we have been developing, the way BFSI has been developing in our country, there is a big opportunity size for convergence for banking and fintechs to come in. The banks and the fintechs do not necessarily have to compete with each other. There is a big space to complement with each other, co-create solutions. And that is why, the track of financial inclusion, the track of EdTech, and hopefully, we will have future tracks such as regulatory tech and so on. And when this convergence happens, a few of us have seen the power of fintech coming with the power of banking combined together, the way the distribution can happen, the way the agility on the technology can happen, and so on. That is what we intend to extend via Equitech. So hopefully, I will connect, me and Jasmine will connect with each one of the mentors and each one of the experts, as well as each one of the, shortlisted startups over the next couple of weeks. And all the best to all the startups, fintechs who have been shortlisted for this cohort. So best of luck. We will engage a lot within this cohort. The cohort is spaced out over the next 2 to 3 months, and finally we will have a demo day at the end of the cohort. And during that demo day, we will have all the startups come back and present on the problem statement that was given and how they are addressing the problem statement by the way of the solution. There are API sandboxes that are getting extended to these startups from Equitech tech team, and that is how the co-creation of the solution will happen. So, friends, thanks a lot to be joining this Equitech platform. Thanks for being a part of this ecosystem. Let's make this a successful program. Thank you, Jasmine. Over to you.
Thanks, Vaibhav, and thanks everyone for your gracious presence today on this occasion. We will shortly, within a week, share a detailed cohort calendar with all the mentors, experts, as well as the founders to take it forward.